first and foremost, I got my man, the Alpha. Friday nights getting taken over. He's laying the smackdown on y'all boys with the Alphabets football talk show. Marcus Alphabets, what's good, bro?
What's good, family? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. I'm pretty good, man. I'm red hot, smoking red hot, ready for this show. I think we're gonna ruffle some feathers a little bit, but we're gonna excite a whole lot of folks today. I got my man, the ignorant thinker.
The Ignorant Thinker Podcast. That's right.
See, you knew he had to go Hollywood right there. You knew he had to go Hollywood.
I had to go like Ohio State do. They say the Ohio State, so I had to say the Ignorant Thinker Podcast. Dennis, the man, Holmes in the building.
He couldn't even let me finish the doggone introduction. But yes, there he is, the man, Dennis, the man, Holmes. What's good, Dennis?
I'm feeling good, man. Glad to be here on Monday Night Madness. I'm here to shake things up a little bit.
Now, I got my man, my bro, the most from the West Coast, my brother, Donovan Samuels. What's up, Donovan?
What's going on? I'm here today. I'm glad I had the opportunity to join y'all. I'm just representing my alma mater, Morehouse College, HBCUs, man, all day.
Interesting that you mentioned that. Interesting hint on tonight. Interesting. And I got my brother from another mother. Of course, he is always around. Always ready to give you his comments and thoughts. Ethan Tweedy. What's good, Ethan?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up? Now, like and share the show, because guess what? Shows usually have a theme, and I got a theme for you guys today. The theme of today's Monday Night Madness show is, in lieu of everything that's going on in the world with social injustice, today's show is all black everything. All right? I want y'all to hashtag that in the comment section right now. All black everything. So we will talk about the top 5 black football players, the top 5 basketball players, the top 5 baseball players that are black, the top 5 hockey players that are black, the top 5 coaches that are black, and we will talk about the top 5 greatest athletes of all time. Yes, we will. Now, like and share the show, and as TC would say, drag those nuts. All right? Yes, I said it. On FCC Airways, by the way. Yes. So, you know what, Dennis? I already hit you with the fail horn early. You acting up, Hollywood. Listen, let's get right into our show, right into the first slide. Marcus, the man, listen, you're going up first, brother. I'm putting you right here where you need to be first on the docket, sir. You ready for this?
Alphas always go first. Let's go.
All right, Alphas always go first. Well, here it is. Obviously, we are getting into the football section first. So kick off your top 5 black football players of all time.
So I'm going to go number 1. I'm going to say Jim Brown.
Okay.
Jim Brown, Deion Sanders, Randy Moss, Lawrence Taylor, and Michael Vick. I'm trying to switch it up with positions. So we got to get a quarterback in there. And I just thought Michael Vick was just – he changed the game. So, yeah, that's going to be my 5 right there.
Now, you named them. You got to explain them. I want you to explain each one. I give you 2 minutes to do so. Go ahead.
Jim Brown was ahead of his time. Just an incredible athlete. I think he was the model of all future like running backs, modern running backs. And then I also respect him for his his stances on social issues. Lawrence Taylor, he might be the best defensive player that ever played. Changed the pass rusher, 3-4 outside linebacker, defensive end hybrid. He was a menace on the field as far as sacking the quarterback. Deion Sanders might be the best athlete to ever play football. Might be the best athlete to ever play football. Two-way player, played wide receiver for us with the Cowboys, played cornerback, punt returner, kick returner. He just did everything. And if he intercepted the ball, he was gone. And Randy Moss is the freak. I've never seen. I don't know if we really ever seen anything like him. 6'4", 4.2 speed, could jump out of the stadium. Just a matchup nightmare. But that's my five. That's my five right there.
All right.
Anybody got an issue with that list? I know the ignorant thinker guys probably disagree with my list. I'm anxious to hear his list.
Oh, don't worry. You will be able to rebuttal each other's list. Donovan Samuels, go ahead, my brother.
All right, so I got my top 5 football players of all time, black football players of all time. So first, I would have to say I have to go with Walter Payton. Then I would have to go with Bo Jackson. I'm gonna steal one of yours, Alpha. I got Deion Sanders in there. And then I got Barry Sanders as well, and none other than the best wide receiver to ever play this game, Jerry Rice. The reason for this list, I know some of these players didn't have like long careers like Barry Sanders and Bo Jackson, but just how all these players were at the game, and they were dominant. They were dominant at their time, and they were arguably the best. So I'd have to go with those 5 players, man. I don't know if there's any other play. I'm sure there's other players on the list, but these are my 5. And if anyone got a rebuttal it, I'm ready to argue.
The ignorant thinker, Mr. Hollywood, the man himself.
Don't call me Hollywood, but you know what? I might add that to the name, Hollywood. I like that one. I'm gonna go with 5 of. They also 5 of my all-time favorites too. So first, I'm going Randall Cunningham because he was the first one I seen that got me excited about watching football. Second, I'm going with Reggie White because once I started to understand the game, I wanted to be just like Reggie White, even wore number 92. All right. The third.
I noticed a trend here.
Okay, well, the third player I'm going with as a wide receiver is Terrell Owens because I feel as though he's dominant no matter where he went at. Not to mention he also was an Eagle too, since you want to keep going there. The fourth player that I'm going to go with was one of my favorite linebackers. I'm going with Ray Lewis. And the fifth player I'm going to go with is going back to my trend here is Brian Dawkins. So yeah, those are my 5. All right.
So three out of the 5 were Eagles.
4. It's 4. It's 4.
4 out of 5 have been Eagles. Yeah, 4 out of 5 have been Eagles. Yes.
I should have known it, man. I should have known it.
4 out of 5 have been Eagles. And as I want to think
Can you say H to the is O, M-E is I? All time.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to rebuttal each other's lists. Go right ahead. Tell me who you do agree with and who you don't.
Hey, do I get mine?
Conversation. Now, wait a minute, Ethan. I need your 5.
The man with no face.
right.
Yes, the man with the voice.
What do you say? What do you say, Ethan? Next time, Gadget. Next time.
All right. Number 5. I've got to go with the consensus on the majority of these is Deion Sanders, arguably the best cornerback to ever play. Number 4, Reggie White. He was phenomenal at the end. Lawrence Taylor. I'll go with Jim Brown, and of course, the NFL GOAT, Jerry Rice.
Okay.
All right.
I like that. I like that list.
All right,
on my list, I'd actually like to change one, but I don't know if it's too late.
No, go ahead and change it real quick before I get in my list.
If I'm taking Vic off and I'm putting Reggie White in there for Michael Vick. I have that.
I want to change one as well. I think I was. I didn't put my favorite wide receiver in there, and that's Larry Fitzgerald. So I'm take T.O. out and put Larry Fitzgerald in. So
okay, there we go.
I can respect that. But he's not Jerry Rice.
20% less.
I said my favorite. I didn't say he was the best. I said my favorite.
Y'all don't let him fool y'all. Yeah, he wanted to become 20% less of a homer. That's exactly what it was right there. 20% less. He's 60% Eagles, 40% everything else. When it comes to football, it's fine. 60-40 sounds good, like a good split to me. So
hey, Dre, wasn't this supposed to be the best players, not our favorite?
Yeah, we don't have to change his name from the ignorant thinker to the biased thinker, man.
Looks like somebody else is here to stir things up.
They owe you today.
Huh? Morehouse.
Get that many opportunities, so I'm here.
Morehouse in the building. Morehouse.
Shout out to Pat Freeman. Shout out to Jay Andre. What's good? Melissa, hello. Tamika, what's up? Blaze, how's it going? I'm going to read comments in just a moment. Ernest, I see you in here. Trust and believe me. I'm going to read these comments as soon as y'all get my 5. Y'all ready for my 5? It goes a little something like this. Number 5 is got to be Bruce Smith.
Okay.
One of the best all-time leading sack leaders of all time. I'm going with Bruce. The Bruce is loose. Yeah, I'm going with it. I didn't say the juice. Yeah, I bet y'all was looking for me to say the juice. I ain't saying the juice. I said the Bruce. Okay, Bruce is loose. Number 4, I gotta go with my man. Ed Reed. As funny as it sounds, they like Ed Reed. Yeah, Ed Reed was one of the best safeties to ever play the game. I mean, he was all over the field. He can hit, he can catch, listen, ball hawk.
Excellent choice.
With Ed Reed. Yes, I'm not a Ravens fan, but I will give the Ravens some props on this. Number 3, my man, Barry Sanders. Got to give Barry Sanders some props too, some love too. Phenomenal running back. For a guy who really played with no offensive line, he could have broke records if he would have had an offensive line. I think that's just the consensus, right? That's the consensus here. Barry Sanders definitely would have broke records. Shout out to Darren. What's up? Shout out to Rob Leader. What up? Marshall Falk is really good. Thank you, TC Casey. I'm gonna read some comments in a moment though. So number 2 is obviously Deion Sanders. You got to give prime time some love. Definitely got to give prime time some love. All right. And my number 1, and I will argue this to the cows come home, because this was a guy who did things in a league at a time where it wasn't prevalent. So passing wasn't really prevalent. It was in a passing league at the time. And my man, Jerry Rice, has all of the doggone records.
He's the GOAT of the NFL. I mean,
he is definitely, to me, the GOAT. He is the only player, one of the only players that you cannot argue about at his position being the best. I mean, he's 7,000 yards better than number 2 and 3. He's touchdowns wise, he's at least 40, 50 touchdowns better than anybody. He has 4 Super Bowl rings, in which the rest of them have 0. Number 2 and 3 have 0. Yeah, that's right. I see you looking up. Terrell, one thing I know, Super Bowl, and neither do Randy Moss.
Randy Moss and Terrell Owens. Only one of them are in 2 and 3 because Larry Fitzgerald is number 2. All right. He doesn't have a Super Bowl ring either.
Okay.
I don't think Fitzgerald has a Super Bowl either, right?
No, he don't. The Cardinals never won a Super Bowl. So, with that being said, Jerry Rice is number 1 in sports, period. Like, to me, he's the number 1 GOAT.
Jabbing at me. Let you know that, all right?
In football. All right. So, you've seen it here. Obviously, put your comments in the comment section. Oh, by the way, I got the call line too. 716-243-5669. You can give me your 5. I'm about to read some comments. All right. Here we go. Marcus said LT Dion, Randy Moss, Vic, and Jim Brown was his 5. Ernest Olive said OJ, Bruce Smith, Andre Reed, Terrell Owens, Thurman Thomas, Lawrence Taylor. Homer much?
Yeah.
Owner,
Sounds a lot like Dennis.
hey man, my old head Ernest, man, he loved OJ Simpson.
That's it's all good. TCKC said no Emmitt Smith.
No.
Nope, not for me. He said no Michael Irvin. Listen,
No.
you're starting to sound like Marcus Alphabets. Are you?
I thought you was a Patriots fan. I don't hear you screaming about no Patriot players.
No, listen.
Don't let me find out Marcus got a burner account and he's on the chat.
Right, he got a TC burner account. I know TC wasn't real.
I will tell anybody who will listen, and I've said this, and I think Dennis can attest to this. Who do I say is the better running back between Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith? Who have you heard me say repeatedly?
Barry Sanders.
I've said that repeatedly. I tell some of you guys, in the words of TC Casey or one of our shows that we had going for a little bit, get out your feelings. Some of y'all look, I get it. This is why I encourage some of you guys. I'm just going to put this out there, just a little nugget out there. Some of y'all need to play fantasy football, and some of y'all need to get the NFL Sunday ticket so y'all can see some other teams. Because some of y'all, I think y'all watch 3 or 4 teams, and y'all are stuck on it. You're like, oh, this guy is great. And you're thinking he's great because that's the only player you ever seen. So you need to, like, expand and kind of, like, look around and see other players. Yeah, you may not like a team, but even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm also a football fan, and I like certain players from other teams. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I think Bruce Smith is one of the greatest defensive ends to ever play. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I believe Trey White is one of the top 2 cornerbacks in the league. So you got to get out of your comfort zone when you're watching sports. You don't have to. You should, like, huh?
Number 1, Marcus.
Okay, that's debatable.
Now, with all that being said, guess what? Marcus just said he's got a TC shadow. He's got a TC shadow going on for this show right now. He's naming all the Cowboys right now. All the Cowboys. You might as well name Jay Novacek next.
Oh.
Too, huh?
Let him tell the Troy Aikman top 5 ever.
Right. Melissa, hello. Hello, Melissa. How's it going? Thank you, Melissa. Blaze said, I don't know what list this is, but put Ocho Cinco in it. I'm telling you, this is the top 5 all black everything show, okay? By the way, I'm just letting y'all know that. I see a lot of homerism going on, but it's all good. If that's how you feel, we here to, how you say it, Marcus? We here to help you. I'm here now. I'm here. All right. Chuck Thomas, what up? He said Earl Campbell, Doug Williams. Robert Leader said, what's up, ladies and gents? Yeah, so we got Marshall Falk, somebody named Marshall Falk. Let's see. Who is the boat? LOL. Haha. What is the boat? Best of all time? Yes, Jerry, you can join in if you like. You know the Zoom code. Come on in here. Chuck Thomas said LT number 1, Lawrence Taylor 2, Jerry Rice 3, Earl Campbell 4, Doug Williams 5. Right? Dalton said Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, Ed Reed, Deion Sanders, Randy Moss. Daz, what up, bro? What's good? He said Jim Brown, Walter Payton, OJ, Warren Moon, Ray Lewis.
I like the Warren Moon pick.
So,
I like the Warren Moon pick too. Hey, boo.
Melissa said Jerry Rice is definitely on my list. Terrell Davis, Champ Bailey, Emmitt Smith, T.O. Honestly, I can name so many. I get Sunday tickets, said Robert Leader. Off the top of my head, Barry Sanders, Charles Woodson, Ed Reed, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, said Gerard Mullen. What's
Charles
good?
Woodson was a good pick.
Melissa said Marcus is right. Love of the game. Should be able to give props where it's due. You're dang on right. Robert Leader said, get out your feelings watching games. That's right. Defensive bias, DB biased, said Gerard. What up, Sharon? I see you. Letitia, what up? I see you as well. Shout out to the Love Show where we let our voices empower. What's good? All right. Heard Jim Brown, Ed Reed, LT, Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders, said Blaze. Yep. In the boat. Oh, bad of all time. We're going to say it for another show. Thank you for an idea, though, Robert Leader. Of course, being the leader that you are. Thank you.
We're gonna call him the woke, the worst of all time.
Yeah, the woke. The woke. All right. So We all good with the football all the time. And, of course, I had to put my man Colin Kaepernick on here. And I just want to let y'all know one more time, by the way, that freedom isn't free, folks. I just wanted to put that out there. But right now, we free to do what we doing right now. So like and share the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. And again, like I said, the call line is open, 716-243-5669. Let's get it. Next on the agenda tonight. Oh, yeah. Basketball time. We're going to switch to the NBA a little bit.
Can somebody call a timeout for me? Can somebody call? No, I'm just joking, man.
Oh, he is dead wrong for that. Dead wrong.
He's wrong for that.
Oh, leave Weber alone, yo. I'm not
watching you. I had to take the focus off of that by putting Jackie Robinson up for a second on sneak preview of what's coming up next because he wanted to be funny. Donovan Samuels. But since we doing that, Donovan, I need your top 5 basketball players of all time, brother.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually I love basketball, man. So this was a tough one for me because there was a lot of good basketball players of all time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see some of those earlier eras, but from what I've seen, and I was born in 1981, so I'm gonna go down the list from the players that I've seen. So my first one would obviously who I think is the real GOAT and the true GOAT is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think I pick him also not only, and we can call it a homer pick, but he also played in other places too. So I pick Kareem. Yeah, I know, but it's still Kareem. He's also UCLA Bruin too, so you got
it's a double homer pick. That's what it is.
It's a homer pick. It's a homer pick, but it's a good homer pick, and it makes a lot of sense. So I definitely put Kareem number 1. I'm gonna do 6 for 6. MJ number 2. Another homer pick, but I think he's worthy of being in the top 5. For me, Kobe Bean Bryant. Shout out to Ardmore, Pennsylvania, not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Where he's from. So these Philly people they tend to claim Kobe Bryant, but he's actually from the suburbs.
That's
early, yo.
And then I'm gonna go after that. He's also a Laker too, but Lakers. There's been a lot of great Lakers. So obviously I'm gonna go with LeBron James. Put LeBron James in there, and then another Laker too, Magic Johnson. Man, Lakers, great history from a basketball perspective. Man, we've had a lot of great players. Look at the Raptors. Unfortunately, you guys may think these are homer picks, but the Lakers just happen to have the best players of all time. So that's who I got on my 5.
Homer, yep.
The ignorant thinker. Come on with it.
I just don't like the way I've been handled over here by Morehouse's finest. I really don't like the way it's going on. He like to just keep talking about, you know what? I'm gonna get my 5 out, and I'm just gonna put it like that. All right. Number 1 is Shaquille O'Neal, the Diesel. One of the greatest big men ever played the game.
What team did he play for again? I'm just
checking. He played for Orlando Magic, the Phoenix Suns. He played for the Miami Heat. He played for the Boston Celtics. Should I go on? The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Did he win 3 championships?
The next person I'm putting on my list. All right. Because I see it was a lot of hate with this person, man, but I'm putting him on my list. Kevin Garnett is number 2 on my list. All right.
Oh,
I got a lot of love for KG.
Agreed.
And I don't care what nobody says. KG would beat Kevin Durant. I'm waiting for any day of the week. All right.
Yo.
Number three on my list is he wears the number 3. That's right. Allen Iverson. The greatest player of all time, Allen Iverson. He had the moves, he had the heart, he had everything you needed, except for a team. But shout out to Allen Iverson. He just turned 45. When he turns 55, he'll be getting
Dennis, are you sure you picked the right number 3? I thought you were gonna go with D Wade, but never mind.
No, D Wade not better than Iverson. But D Wade ain't better than Iverson. He ain't got no MVP. All right. Number 4. Yeah, I said it. D Wade doesn't have an MVP. Does he have an MVP?
Whoa, he ain't gotta have an MVP.
But he ain't better than Iverson.
He ain't better than Iverson.
No.
Sure. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
All right. Number 4.
You have a Finals MVP though.
Number 4.
Don't Dwayne Wade have a Finals MVP? I was just saying like maybe he had the regular.
Let it go, Marcus. Let it go. Let it
go. Wait. You really believe that D Wade is better than Allen Iverson?
We about to bust his head to the white meat.
That is a great topic of debate.
Yeah, Philly. Yeah, we gonna bust your head to the white meat.
All right. So you believe that D Wade would have won a game with that Sixers team against that Lakers team?
Yeah, absolutely.
You done lost every rabbit you had in your head. You done lost it. You lucky we on the air. You lucky we on the FCC airways. And shout out to the OnPoint network. Because right now you acting just like a TEB. You and your TEB twin. Y'all acting just like some TEBs right now. Now I'm gonna leave it alone.
I can't believe.
Let me get the 4 and 5. Let me just get the 4 and 5. All right. Now I'm being a homer right here. Number 4, I'm picking Rasheed Wallace. That's right. When I need something to go down, I need Rasheed Wallace in the building, right? That's why I'm picking number 4.
Let me guess your last one.
No.
It's going to be Julius Erving, obviously, right? I mean, obviously, right?
Nazi Muhammad at number 5?
No.
No? Okay.
My number 5 pick is Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
If I had a number 6,
he should be higher than Allen Iverson and a couple other.
Listen, if I had a number 6,
talk about your ranking right now.
If I had a number 6, and y'all wouldn't know who, y'all wouldn't believe who my number 6 would be.
Matumbo?
No, my number 6 would be Mr. Born Ready himself, Lance Stevenson.
Oh Lord,
my gosh, man. I love Lance Stevenson, but he's not even nowhere near the top.
You're about my 5.
Top 100.
All right.
At first,
I'm gonna bring some. Hold on,
Marcus. Dennis, at first, I wasn't gonna do this because you named Kobe.
Can you give him the toilet flush, please?
Yeah, man. You deserve.
Ramona Dow's in the house. Hey, Ramona.
Oh yeah.
Got the sound effects now. I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When he got the keyboard, he's a little crazy with that keyboard.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Pylon.
Marcus, go ahead with your list, and then we gonna get pylon.
Y'all are making this way harder than what it needs to be. But I'm here now. I'm here for you. I'm gonna help y'all out. Okay, y'all ready? Number 1, MJ. That's just too easy. Number 2, LeBron. People can say what they want. Probably the most versatile player to ever play. Number 3, Kareem. One of the best big men to ever play. Just a winner at every level, from high school to college to the pros. And one that I didn't hear anybody say, Bill Russell. I got Bill Russell at number 4. And at number 5, I got Shaq. Maybe the most dominant big man to ever play the game. So yes, that's my 5. MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Bill Russell. People talk about MJ being the GOAT. How many championships does Bill Russell have? Like 11? 11 championships. Okay, is 6? Is 11 more than 6? Okay,
you're not gonna say nothing to him. You're not gonna say nothing to him about putting LeBron over Kobe.
Oh, I ain't saying nothing about that.
I'm talking to Mr. Morehouse because he's been talking about all my stuff today. So you're not gonna say nothing about putting Kobe?
I can't knock his thing, man. I think Kobe needs to be in there. But
I see what this is.
Overall, LeBron. I mean, he's a Laker, so I can't really go against it anyway. So I mean, man, everybody that's on the list is a damn Laker, man. So you know, what I mean, I can't argue against anything. When you put Allen Iverson over Dwayne Wade, man, I just can't. I can't do it.
Donovan, you keep saying LeBron is a Laker. Okay, he's played 1 year for them, one or 2 years there. When he eventually goes into the Hall of Fame, okay, what jersey do you think he's going to be wearing?
Probably
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland.
I think he'd wear a Heat one.
Honestly, it might be the Heat because he got 2 championships with the Heat. You might be right.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
But he might win 2 with the Lakers too. You never know.
It's not Miami. It's not the Lakers. It's Cleveland. It's his hometown.
That's his hometown.
All right. We still
only got 1 championship with Cleveland.
We still have others who got to get their list yet.
Hold on, time out. But that's the one that mattered the most to him.
Yeah, because he came back 3-1. That's the only reason I mattered the most.
Go ahead. Come on now, Ethan. Let me get your list.
All right. Michael Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, and Magic Johnson.
Ooh.
Ethan, I love that list, man. I love it. Love it.
All right. Pylon to pylon.
What's going on? Not a big basketball guy. I really just mostly football and UFC MMA, but I used to watch basketball, so I'll take away the era conversation and put everybody on an equal playing field.
Oh, now, hold on. Before you name them, remember the theme today is all black everything. So I need all black everything. All right.
Well, I'm not familiar with everybody's exact racial backgrounds in sports, so I might be off on one being completely African American, completely whatever. So I'm just Michael Jordan, Bron, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, and Wilt Chamberlain. If not Wilt Chamberlain, and we actually taken eras considered, I'd probably put Shaq.
And you just did it. Thank you. I love that list, by the way. You did it.
Is that why Wilt Chamberlain's who you're thinking of?
You made it happen. Listen, I like the list. That's what I'm going to tell you. But
I haven't watched basketball like a lot in a long time. So
it's all good. It's all good. But guess who just stepped in the building? My man, Devon, the professional Stanfield, just stepped in the building. And he has the face of a real emoji right now. I should play the music one more time. He's got this look on his face. One more time for y'all. That's the look that's on his face right now. So, Devon, go ahead and give us your list. Basketball.
I'm going to give you my list, and I'm going to put them in position.
Oh, go ahead.
At point guard, I'm going with LeBron James. At shooting guard, I'm going with MJ. At small forward, I'm going with Kevin Durant. At power forward, I'm going with Moses Malone. And at center, I'm going with Shaq. Although I had every intention on putting Wilt Chamberlain in there, but I wanted to put him at power forward, and Moses Malone was honestly just a better power forward than Wilt could have been. So
that's a good list.
And since we on the conversation, I'm throwing 2 back smacks from Chicago at Dennis for saying Allen Iverson is better than D Wade.
Exactly.
Never in your life. And I give Allen Iverson the utmost respect. But comparing Allen Iverson and D Wade is like comparing Carmelo to LeBron James.
Exactly.
Offensively, they are torching. Allen Iverson is torching D Wade. Carmelo is torching LeBron James. But as a complete player, it's not close, man. It's not close. So, and to sit up here and act like D Wade couldn't have won a game or 3 with that team, as well as he plays team defense, man, you out of your cotton picking mind.
Oh, I can say that the hate is real.
No, the hate ain't real because you seem to forget that D Wade averaged 36 in the finals, and that's why he got Finals MVP. What did Allen Iverson average in that finals, bruh? Let's go back.
I don't know what he averaged in the finals, but he put 48. He had
48 the first game, and then look at the rest, and look at the shot, and look at the shot percentage, and look at the basketball IQ throughout the rest of that series. When they changed him off of Kobe and went to strap up Tyronn Lue, bro, chill. You wilding right now.
I'm glad you're saying all that. That's great to say. What's the worst team D Wade had?
The last team in his career.
No. He had a worse team than that. I think the team right before they joined, they made the super team.
Wrong.
Right before they made the super team.
Go back and look at that team. Wrong.
And he lost to Boston with that team.
The last year of his career was the worst team he had.
No, that don't count because his knees was done.
Exactly.
I'm talking about
because before Bron got there, they was in the second round of the playoffs. So miss me with it.
And they lost to Boston
in the second round of the playoffs.
Right.
So what's your point?
And so without him having another star with him, the furthest he's been is the second round of playoffs, right?
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Because y'all saying that he could do so much more than Iverson. I'm trying to figure out
how many times D Wade missed the playoffs, B?
I don't know how many times D-Wade missed the playoffs.
Exactly. How many times AI missed the playoffs?
AI missed the playoffs a lot. How many superstars?
All right. And how many? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Before Bron got there, how many All-Stars D-Wade played with?
Shaq. That was one.
Before Bron got there, Shaq was the only one, right?
Shaq was the only one.
How many All-Stars? How many All-Stars did AI play with before he got to Melo? You want to go down? You want to go down? Jerry Stackhouse.
Jerry Stackhouse was an All-Star in Philadelphia.
I said, how many All-Stars has he played with?
No, not in Philadelphia.
Jerry Stackhouse. All these cats made the All-Star game. Jerry Stackhouse.
Oh, no, not when he was at Philadelphia.
Bruh, missed me with the BS. Shaq didn't make the All-Star game when he was in Miami.
He did so. He made the All-Star game when he was in Miami.
Okay, and Mutombo. Did Mutombo make the
I said Mutombo. That's what I said. It was Mutombo.
Jerry Stackhouse. This is who we played with. Jerry Stackhouse, Chris Webber.
Yo, we got Chris Webber on 2 broke fuck. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? You really want to say Chris Webber?
I swear to God, you sound just like Drew Brees with all these excuses right now.
Divine, you know what? You
sound just like Drew Brees. I thought this was all black. I thought this was all black. I thought this was all black. You sound just like Drew Brees right now with all these excuses. Well, the flag just happens to be purple and blue. So I mean red and blue. So that makes purple, which is close to black. So I think that I'm with the Black Lives. No, man, it's not close.
This motherfucker said Chris Webber. Like,
did you just curse on the SEC Airways?
Good Chris Webber. This motherfucker.
Family program.
Family.
I have gotten Dennis Holmes to come up out of his convenience and his coop. Mission has been accomplished, my friends. You all have a good night.
I'm just dying you pulled out the Trump wrong meme out. That was great.
Yo, I'm mad as hell. Listen.
Hey, blue and red make purple, right? Look at Dennis' forehead. It's the same color.
Listen. I just want to put this out there. My top 5 is as follows, and then we're gonna move on unless y'all want to rebut any list that you heard. I have Bill Russell on there. I do have Julius Erving on there, and I have Julius Erving because he was monumental in saving the NBA.
Facts.
Okay.
I don't agree, but that's facts.
Right, but you know what
I see why you about symbolism. I get it.
Yes, okay. Absolutely.
I get it. No argument there. No argument.
Michael Jordan is on there, obviously. See, and then the last 2 get real interesting because I could name Moses because Devon made some great points. Moses Malone was phenomenal. In fact, I think Moses Malone in history probably goes down better than Kyle by a long shot, even though Kyle scored more points. But Moses is the man. Wilt, everybody know Wilt put up numbers, but he wasn't the greatest team player.
Nor was he the greatest person. Shout out to my frat brother, though.
So I'm going to add, at the end of the day, I got to add Mr. 24. I got to add him. I have to. And again, shout out to his family. Hope everything is good with the Bryant family. But I have to add Kobe. So there's my 5.
My only rebuttal with both you and Marcus about the Bill Russell thing, right? And this is not a slight against Bill. I got the utmost respect for that guy, man.
It's supporting cast.
He played with 3 other Hall of Famers. Number 1, he played in an era where when you won the championship, you got the first pick in the draft.
Yeah, he also played in an era where it was only 11 teams and there wasn't a specimen.
Well, that's not indicative. That's not indicative on it being easier because if it's less teams, that means the competition is stronger. So I don't want to use that argument. But when you get the first pick after you win a chip, I don't know if y'all remember the original WNBA, but that's really what caused them to be top heavy as well. And then the last thing I'll say is this. Red was the chairman of the NBA's rules commission at that time. They were literally cheating in Boston. And I mean historically Boston as far as professional teams, there's a bunch of cheaters as it is. But I mean, they were
Couldn't agree with you
literally,
more.
and shout out to TC, man. I hope that's not a slight against you, but I mean, they are literally cheating on multiple platforms, man. So I have a problem. And then on top of that, Bill Russell didn't see another 7-footer until Rick Barry came into the league, and by that time his days were numbered.
Let me read some comments because we got a lot of comments.
And Rick Barry wasn't a 7-footer, by the way. I'm just saying, like, somebody with that type of skill set with that height. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, understandable. Ernest Olive said Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Hakeem Olajuwon. That's a good one. I actually like that one.
Yeah, Hakeem's hard to leave out.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Julius Erving, like it. All right. Moving down the list, we got a whole lot more. Oh, my goodness. Chuck Thomas said Devon need a bologna sandwich. What is that about? Melissa said Magic Johnson, hands down, Kobe, Michael, Abdul, and O'Neal.
Yo, that was an inside joke, Chuck. Good. That was a good one. We had a conversation earlier, man. We was talking about how times is rough and how you got to survive, how you can survive. Yeah, bologna sandwiches all day, baby.
Right. Blaze said Shaq, Michael, Magic, Bron, Kobe. Okay. Keep on going down the list. Letitia said not Drew Brees. LOL. She is dying laughing at that Drew Brees comment. No Oscar Robinson, nor George Gervin. Bill Russell said TC Casey. And I will continue. All right. So, we all good with the basketball? We all good?
Yeah.
Even more interesting. Marcus Betts got the look of intensity on his face. Donovan got the look of, yo, I'm super excited about this right now. Everybody can unmute their mics, by the way. Go ahead and unmute your mic as we get to the next topic. All right. Here we go. Real simple.
Dennis still salty. Even his beard curling up.
Oh boy. All right. So now we need our top 5 baseball players of all time. I'm going to start with Donovan on this one. Donovan, go ahead and rip them 5 off.
All right. Baseball, man. Baseball. You got to go with I'm going to go with first. I'm going to go with, obviously, you got the man right there. You got Jackie Robinson. I'm going to go with Willie Mays, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey, and none other than Roberto Clemente as my 5th guy. Those are my 5. I'm listening to everybody else's 5. Then I want to rebuttal, but I think those 5 are. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue against. I mean, you could add a couple people in there. You could add Satchel Paige in there. You could add a couple other guys in there too. But you could add Hank Aaron, a lot of other players. But those are my 5.
That is a really interesting list. Roberto Clemente, you like Roberto Clemente, huh?
I put Roberto Clemente in there because I think when it comes to black athletes, I mean, a lot of times people forget. I mean, I'm Panamanian myself, so a lot of people forget about the black Latin athletes, that come into the game and that were influential.
That's mostly because they forget about us.
My brother, you know what? I just learned something on Monday Night Madness. Me and Donovan Samuels is both black Panamanians. Did not know that, brother.
Didn't know that? Oh, yeah.
Did not know that, brother. Shout out to you as well, man. That's good. See? Family. All black, y'all. 716-243-5669. Ethan, I need your 5. Come on, baseball man.
All right. Number 1 is obviously the man that was up there, Jackie Robinson. Number 2, Hank Aaron. Ernie Banks. Excuse me. Lou Brock. And I got a name from the Negro League, James Thomas Bell, Cool Papa Bell. back in the 20s and 30s.
You didn't put Derek Jeter in there, Ethan? I'm surprised.
Hey, I'm not being a homer. I know he was great, but I don't think he's not one of the top 5.
Okay, I just paused for a second. I almost just had a moment of reflection. Go ahead, Devon. Top 5.
Yeah, not gonna like my list. Let me just say that off the top. So I'm just, I don't care. I expect Dennis to get his payback if he knows anything about life during this list. So, and I'll eat it. Okay, Dennis, I'll eat it 360 style. Pause.
You're on mute, Dennis. If you're trying to say something back to him, you're on mute, Dennis.
All right, my number 1 is Hank Aaron. It's so fitting that I'm in the ATL. So number 1 is gonna be Hank Aaron. Number 2 is Satchel Paige. This is where things get interesting for me.
I was waiting for Satchel Paige to come out, but go ahead. Continue.
This is where things get interesting though. Number 3 is Josh Gibson.
That's a good choice.
Woo! Ooh. You talking about Mr. Graves? Mr. Graves?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
All
right. Number 4 is Ken Griffey Jr.
Ooh, I like it.
And then number 5, I can't go out without my Chi-Town hero, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas.
Ooh, I like Frank Thomas.
Yeah, so that's me. I had the honorable mention with Willie Mays Hayes and Derek Jeter, but that's my list. So
the Alpha.
That's pretty good.
I gotta put the music on for the Alpha. I'm ready for this list. Go ahead, Alpha.
There's a name in here that I didn't hear, and I'm really surprised that none of you guys came with them. But
brother,
I'm here.
I'm here for last name Jackson.
I'm gonna go. A lot of Devon's list I agree with. I have a few of his on mine. I got Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie, I knew it. I just said if you say last name Jackson, first name Reggie. I just said that.
Reggie Jackson, Ken Griffey Jr. And you gotta even with the asterisk behind them, I gotta say Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
I have to.
Okay,
that's my final.
I'm
surprised nobody put Reggie Jackson in there. I was really surprised with that.
Reggie Jackson is the equivalent of Wilt Chamberlain. He was the ultimate dick on the baseball field, so I'm not putting him in my list.
Yeah, I mean, with me, I mean, if we're going to do that, then we're going to have to, with football, you got to say Terrell Owens. I don't look at, I mean, it's
no. I'm saying that there are people that have a heavier impact on baseball, both in the literal sense and in the theoretical sense, like the Barry Bonds. I'll put Barry Bonds up there all day before I put Reggie Jackson in that list.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, let's go to pylon to pylon.
You're not gonna put the Michael Jackson of baseball in there, Sammy Sosa? It's Galago!
In no order: Jackie Robinson, Derek Jeter, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., and Hank Aaron.
Oh, say that again, pylon to pylon, so they hear you.
In no order: Jackie Robinson, Derek Jeter, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, and Hank Aaron.
Nice list. Very nice.
I like. I guess I'm a little closer to the city than some of these Buffalo guys. I guess so. I did go a little bit of the Derek Jeter bias.
Oh.
No, don't get me wrong. As a Yankees fan, Jeter is my favorite player.
It's just being in New York. It's such a different feeling watching and like following Derek Jeter than a lot of people understand.
I was trying to go back. I'm trying to go old school with it too. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have him in there just because of. I'd have him in there as my top like New York athletes. Period. Honestly, just because of the impact he had on off the field. Just who he was as a person. People loved him. Called him the captain. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's my list, though.
For a good portion of his years, though, minus the steroids, he wasn't even the best player on his team.
True.
All right, so I'm going to go with Dennis the Man Holmes. Dennis, your 5.
Um,
Oh, hey, Dennis.
I ain't have a problem with nobody's list. I thought it was pretty good.
Do not mention the guy with the last name Howard. If you do it,
Yeah, let me mention him. Let me mention him first.
You better put Jimmy Rollins before Ryan Howard.
Let me put Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, King Griffey Jr. I kind of like this boy, so I'm going to put him on there. I'm putting David Justice on here, and I'm putting Barry Bonds on there. I like the both of them both. So
Justice.
yeah. Besides that outside shit that he did, I'm just talking about his play on the field.
Whoa!
I forgot the stuff that he did outside.
I'm not putting a man on my list that got beat up by Halle Berry. I'm not doing it.
He's a World Series MVP, man. He's World Series MVP.
Hey,
honorable mention.
When he got home, they traded that trophy.
I wanted to put Joe Clark on there, man.
Wave your hands back and forth.
Hey, it's the second time today I've agreed with Marcus. That I did not care for that list.
All right.
Y'all didn't care for the list because it was Philly centric, but
right. Y'all not gonna like none of my lists. All my lists gonna be Philly centric.
At least the King.
I'm the ignorant thinker.
At least the King Griffey pick was a good one.
Yes, focus on ignorant.
Does everybody except for Marcus have King Griffey on their list? No, I mean Okay.
I feel like you have to. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He was amazing at everything he did in baseball.
Every
aspect. I'd argue he might be a lot of people argue he's the best baseball player of all time.
I would argue that. I would argue that as well.
But guess what?
I agree with that.
I'm about to have the ignorant thinker shadow behind me because I ain't naming.
It's all right, but just don't leave me here hanging.
Naming
I knew y'all wasn't gonna leave me hanging. That's all.
No. That was oh my goodness, that was homage to you. That was
no, that's what I was saying. I need you on my team. I don't need you leaving me hanging. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. Let's rumble. You ready to rumble with them? Because I ain't naming King Griffey.
No, I got a rumble I'm gonna have with Divine, but I say I'm gonna have to have that on another show because we're gonna have this D-Wade debate later.
Y'all ready? Because number one is obviously Jackie. But some of y'all forgot about Bob Gibson. Y'all done forgot about Frank Robinson. Willie Mays. Nobody named Willie Mays, huh? Nobody wanted to name.
Say Willie Mays.
Yeah,
I said honorable mention on Willie Mays.
Okay, and I'm going with Hank Aaron. And
Can't really crap on many of these lists because there's so many good ones.
There is. Let me get to the comments. Chuck Thomas said Hank Aaron, Joe Morgan, Derek Jeter, Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson in order. Chuck. Woo! That's all I got to say about that. I'm not mad at your list there, Letitia, at all. Jackie Robinson, Aaron Mays, Thomas Griffey Jr., Melissa said. Bonds following after that. Ramona Diehard is in the house. The MVP Diehard. Said Jackie Robinson, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Reggie Jackson, Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith. Oh, that's the name I didn't hear.
Smith. That's definitely.
Ozzie Smith is a good call.
Definitely a good call. Melissa said,
I think ain't he like the all-time steals leader?
No, wouldn't that be
Ricky?
That's Ricky Henderson.
That's Ricky Henderson. Yeah. Ricky Henderson.
Okay. Then you have to add in the managing aspect as well for him.
And I thought Ricky Henderson's record was on the verge of being broken. Yeah.
Stargazing. I love that song, by the way. I should have. You know what? You just gave me a hint, Letitia. No, I love Stargazing. So many greats said Ramona Diehard died. Wow, Ethan is being invisible ghost. Me too. He changed the way shortstop was played. Absolutely. Frederick Wilson II is in the house as well.
I stand corrected.
Chip said Tom Casey. Say it again.
I said I stand corrected. It's nobody close, bro. Ricky Henderson has 1,400 bases stolen. The next closest person is Lou Brock with 938.
Mm-hmm. So who's number one in stolen bases?
Ricky Henderson.
That's right.
And
By
it's not
1,000 miles.
Yeah.
by 1,022 miles.
And you might as well say it'll never be broken because the way that the game is played today is you won't ever see that again.
Yep. No. Teams don't play small ball as much anymore.
All right. So, wow. Interesting. We are having fun, folks. Time goes by very quickly. We are now on our hockey segment, by the way. Let's see now.
Let's see your hockey face, Marcus.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is strictly research.
Quite interesting. Yeah, go ahead. Y'all better do your research now. So pylon to pylon.
I probably watched maybe one hockey game in my life. I'm not on this list. I swear. I promise you. No chance I can make a list.
One hockey game in my life. Just one.
No chance I can make a list. Won't even try.
No chance at all.
At least I watch baseball. I used to watch baseball and basketball, so I can at least do that for the most part, but no chance with hockey.
Wow. No chance. All right. So, y'all want me to go? Y'all want me to go?
Yeah, you can go first, Dre.
You can go, or I can go, or either.
You know what, Devon? You know what? I'm cool. I will let you go first. Go ahead and go first, bro.
All right, man. Obviously, I want to start with the Buffalonian first. So I'm going Grant Fuhr first. Only because he played in the rough buff, and he was a beast. He was a beast at the goal. So let's not be disrespectful. But then my man Jerome McGinley, that's number 2 all day. You really could go back and forth, but yeah, filthy. You talk about filthy.
Yes, he was filthy.
Next is obviously the current guy, the massive Canadian PK Subban.
Nice.
I don't know if it's Subban or Subban, but
I think it's Subban.
I've always thought it was Subban because, well, my people in Canada they kind of pronounce it Subban. So.
See, I thought he was a soccer player. That's how much I don't know hockey.
Yeah. Number 4 for me, even though he don't get as much credit as I think he deserves, is Mike Greer, old San Jose Sharks right winger. I thought he was a beast. And then last but not least, I'm going with Seth Jones out of Texas, U.S. The kid is a beast. So.
Say that last one again, Devon.
Seth Jones.
Seth Jones.
Kid is a beast. So
are y'all ready? Jerome McGinley is definitely number 1 to me. And in fact, they robbed him of the Stanley Cup when they played the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Definitely did. They definitely did.
We're not going there tonight. But yes, highway robbery definitely took place. Okay. Number 2, obviously, is PK Subban. I'm going with Subban, number 2. All right. Number 3, somebody you didn't name, Wayne Simmons. Oh, by the way, shout out to my man Dennis Holmes, because that's Philadelphia's own Wayne Simmons. All right.
I don't mess with soft Wayne.
Oh, you know what? I got one that's hometown too. Nobody named him, but I'm gonna go with Evander Kane. Why not?
Yeah, I can go with EK.
Okay.
I can go with EK too.
And then there's one more. I like Mike Greer a lot. But anybody
Greer, baby.
Johnny
O'Dooley? So Johnny wasn't on my list. What? How you put Johnny before Joe?
Johnny who?
How you put Johnny O'Dooley before Joe Ward?
That's to be very honest with you, I could have said Grant Fuhr, but if you're talking about Joe, I mean that's kind of, I don't want to name people who are obvious. That's almost
as small as it is, but yeah, I got you, bro.
I mean the list is super small. That's kind of an obvious. So I just wanted to name people that kind of will get you to think back a little bit with hockey. So I named Johnny O'Dooley, but I could have named Grant Fuhr. I could have named. I mean, you could have easily named. Obviously, you named Seth Jones, but you never named Anson Carter.
I don't.
Dre, stop naming some. I'm trying to get. You haven't known
bro, I don't really mess with.
Sorry. I'm naming folks, y'all. I apologize. See, now
the list ain't that big, man. The list ain't that big.
I know it ain't.
Go ahead, Ethan. I'll let you
I don't know. Yo, Dre. I don't know what it is about them cats from Scarborough. Softies, bro. Wayne Hanson, softies. But whatever.
All right. I got my first two are the same as Devon's, Grant Fuhr or Jerome McGinley.
Those two go without question to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Anson Carter. PK Subban, and I'll go with Dustin Byfuglien from the Winnipeg Jets.
I hope that wasn't in order. I hope you were just naming them.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in order. No
I was
particular.
about to say, because if you put Anson over goddamn PK, boy.
Hold on. Number 1 and number 2 are in order. The other 3, I don't have it in order.
I was gonna say, because if you put Anson over PK, man.
Let me read some of these comments. They got me dying laughing over here in this hockey comment section. Melissa said hockey. I can't think of his name, but he was in New York. He was a damn good player. Jerome was damn good, said Melissa. Melissa said top 5 black all sports on hockey now. Jerome was nice, said Frederick. Frederick also said, no, they didn't. The Lightning beasted. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. In fact, there is proof that Calgary scored in that game.
Fred, you wilding right now.
Yeah, Calgary scored.
Wilding right now.
Totally missed it. They totally missed that Calgary scored, and then the Lightning won the game because they missed that. They missed the call. I remember that.
You are wilding right now.
Actually, that was Game 6.
Yes, that was Game 6.
Game 6.
The game it should have never even went to 7.
Never even went to 7. Yeah, absolutely. Game 6. I remember Darius English. What's up? Ramona said Willie O'Ree, Grant Fair, Mike Greer, Kevin Weeks, George.
Oh, Kevin Weeks. I ain't heard that name in a minute. Okay.
Right. I ain't even. You know what? Ramona, that's why you MVP. That's why you MVP.
Yo, I go with EK though. I like that. I like
George
that EK.
Larquette, which is a good one too. Willie O'Ree goes without mention. He was the first African American player to do it. Let's go. You should join in again. Absolutely. Absolutely. By the way,
I like that Kevin Weeks pick. Ooh, that's nice.
Yes. I just want to say this. Monday Night Madness is a show where anybody can join in. I love when people join in because we're about unity and community. So don't be afraid to come on this Zoom and get some of this smoke on Monday night. All right?
Great.
Don't be afraid. What's up?
Did anybody say Ray Emery?
No.
No, nobody said Ray.
It's another good one. That's all.
Nobody named Donald Brashear either.
I'm gonna leave that there.
Yeah. All right. Let's move right along. Did everybody get a list, Marcus?
Let me get my list real fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's pretty similar to everybody else's. I got number 1, PK Subban. I got Wayne Simmons, Anson Carter, Mike Greer, and Grant Fuhr. In no particular order. PK Subban is probably like one of the ones I follow the most. So I'm not really a big hockey fan, but I definitely put him in there.
Wow.
So put him as my top.
Jerome McGinley though. Okay.
So are we in all consensus that Jerome McGinley is number 1?
Nah, well, okay.
1 or 2.
I'll go 1 or 2.
All right, 1 or 2.
1 or 2. I personally feel like degree of difficulty in playing goalie is a little higher, so that's why I put Grant Fuhr number 1. Plus he rocked in Buffalo, but that's just me.
All right. Well, we moving right along. By the way, again, 716-243-5669. This is Monday Night Madness. All black everything, man. I know it's getting real challenging because we was just on hockey. But it's about to get even more fun. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, I'm sure everybody knows what this is. Line up, everybody line up. Top 5 black coaches of all time.
Ooh-wee.
NFL coaches.
Oh no, it could be any sport.
Any sport.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start off with my man, the ignorant thinker, and then I'm gonna go from the ignorant thinker to the alpha, and then after the alpha, I'm going right to Devon Stanfield, and then after that, I'm going to pylon. I'm going to Ethan, and I'm gonna leave Donovan Samuels to go last. All right, in that order. Let's get it.
Let's go, Dennis, man.
Did you say we had to line them up? Like, hold on.
No, you up first. Top 5 coaches.
That was the line.
Black coaches.
Do I have to line these, or can I pick my top 5 black coaches all the time?
Yes, line up and pick your top 5 black coaches of all time.
Not doing the ones that are on the list, on the picture, no.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. I was wondering. All right, my fault. I was just asking questions. My bad. I ain't going no order, but I'm definitely gonna put Denny Green there. I gotta definitely, even though he didn't do that, had that much success, but he was there for a while. I'm gonna put Marvin Lewis there. I gotta put Herm Edwards in there. I gotta put my boy from Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, the one to win the Super Bowl.
Tony
Dungy. And I need a 5th. If I'm picking a 5th, you know what? I like Lovie Smith. I'm gonna go Lovie Smith.
Lovie Smith. This from all the sports? You just going football?
I thought it was just football. I was saying all football.
No, it's just all time.
I've had that a couple times, Dennis. What are you doing?
That list I got my fault. I thought it was just football. My bad.
Yeah. Dennis, you seem a little preoccupied right now, man.
Don't worry. Listen, don't worry, because we will have the all black segment on Monday Night Madness. You will get plenty of time to name all 5 black basketball, baseball coaches, whatever.
Hey, Dre, can we please restrict this to professional sports though? Because if we go to college,
if you start getting the college sports, I mean,
it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah.
We about to smoke on Monday night. What you think the show called? Monday Night Madness. So yeah, let's bring the madness. You could bring college coaches too. Let's get it. Why not? Included.
Who's up next?
Go ahead, Devon.
It's on you. I'm third.
It's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said alphas go first earlier, man. Now come on, man.
Say the
I'm definitely putting Tony Dungy on there for football, for basketball. God, I can't think of the head coach from Georgetown.
John Thompson.
I'm going with him at number 2. I think he. Gosh, I mean, it's like really. I mean, that's really tough. I'm gonna say he was the baseball coach from the Padres. He was Barry Bonds' coach for Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker, good choice.
Dusty Baker at 3. The head coach from Grambling. He's like the all-time winner. He's an all-time winner for college football, I believe. The head football coach from Grambling. Can't think of his name off the top of my head. He had like 1,300 wins or something like that. I can't think of his name.
Eddie Robinson.
Is that Eddie Robinson? Eddie Robinson at 4, and at I'm gonna throw one of the ladies in there. I'm gonna go Dawn Staley, women's basketball. Dawn Staley for women's basketball. So that's my 5 right there.
Dope. All right. Next on the list, the professor.
Normally I don't do this, but I guess I got to educate a bunch of people tonight. So I'm going to put them in order too, just so y'all know. Number 1 is John McClendon. 3 straight national championships. GOAT in college basketball coaching. Revolutionized the fast break. Second is Clarence Big House Gaines, the first HBCU to win an NCAA national championship. So that's number 1 and number 2 off the rip. Then you could talk about your Eddie Robinsons winning the winningest black coach of all time. No longer has the most wins in college football. Joe Pa eclipsed him by 1. So that would be my number 3.
Hang on, he clinches him by 1, even with them forfeiting taking those games away from him.
Without the forfeiting, you're talking about a 24-point lead.
Okay, I thought after they took Paterno's, they took some of those wins away from him. I thought after that, Eddie Robinson had that record. I had to go back and research it. I thought once they took
Eddie
those
Robinson
games,
had the record before John Gaglardi got both of them, but I'm just saying Joe Pa eclipsed him by 1. John Gaglardi is we can have that conversation offline. And then so then number 4 for me would be Tony Dungy. And then number 5 for me, I don't know why y'all ain't put this person in there, but number 5 for me is going to be Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl Miller, UCLA. I forgot about her. That's a good call. Okay. Totally forgot about her.
Devon?
Oh.
I'm surprised you ain't rep for the town, but I'll get you. I got you.
I always rep for the town, but what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna put anybody above the trend-setting goats. You're not gonna do that.
No. See, you named them already, so now I gotta kind of name a couple different ones. Well, let's go to the next one. And our next person is Pylon. What up?
All right, so I just did like the main professional sports. I didn't do any college or anything. I no order: Mike Tomlin, Tony Dungy, Dusty Baker. Who were the other 2?
I like the Dusty Baker pick too.
I wanted to get somebody from baseball in there.
I love the Dusty Baker.
Doc Rivers.
Thank you.
Who's my last one? I'm trying to think of my last one.
Ooh. He picked a coach with a losing record until he got to a super team. Okay. All right.
What was my last one? I'm blanking on my last one.
That one, Devon. That was pretty good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm going to use that in the argument later, but thank you.
Uh-oh.
Trying to find my list. I wrote this down a second ago. There. Bill Russell.
I was going to throw Bill Russell on there too, Gerard. That's a good one.
Player coach.
I was just trying to remember it. I couldn't remember it.
No, I was going to do that too, but then my earlier argument came up, and I was like, "Don't be a hypocrite." So,
yeah. So Tony Dungy, Mike Tomlin. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead one more time and repeat your 5.
Tony Dungy, Mike Tomlin, Dusty Baker, Bill Russell, and Doc Rivers.
All right. Sweet. Nice list. Really nice list. And I'm glad that you added Doc Rivers, even though somebody had a problem with that. But go ahead, Ethan.
As diverse as he was, I'm surprised he didn't put Rich Williams up there. Serena Williams and Venus Williams' dad, they coach.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good
point.
He was on my honorable mention, but I like, again, hey, who am I?
All right. I've got 2 for baseball, Dusty Baker, and Frank Robinson. Football, I've got Tomlin and Tony Dungy. And then I got one more. I'll put in Mark Jackson.
Nice.
He put the what is Mark Jackson? Just quick segue. Just quick. Why does Mark Jackson not have a job?
You know that. Marcus.
Because he's
trying to be the fire starter tonight. I see you trying to be the fire starter.
Trying to get his players to praise the Lord.
Yes, thank you. You're trying to keep all types of Jesus and Lord in here, okay? You trying to stare off.
You can't say praise the Lord and don't be gay in an NBA locker room and get away with it. What's wrong with you?
Well, like I said, this is gonna be our last show.
I'm not good at telling other people's jokes, like Dave Chappelle said. I didn't say it. Okay, this is what he said.
All right.
Donovan, what's up? Go ahead.
All right, so in no particular order, I would have to say Tony Dungy, Mike Tomlin. I'm going to put John Thompson in there. And then I'm going to put Frank Robinson. And then I'm going to put women's head basketball coach Vivian Stringer in there, man. I feel like she's been overlooked. A lot of wins at Rutgers. And those are my 5.
Okay. Sweet.
I love y'all equal opportunity lists.
Thank you very much, because I got one coming up too. I got a nice little equal opportunity.
Got that.
Well, of course, I'm going to name Tony Dungy. That's obvious. Let me get the obvious ones out the way first. Tony Dungy is an obvious. All right. Doc Rivers, to me, I mean, besides the comment that Devon made about having a losing record without a super team.
Not without one, just prior to it. Once he got to the super team, his coaching abilities increased tremendously.
Yeah, prior to it. Yeah. I wanted to name.
Still only managed to get one championship.
One
right?
ring. That's what I was saying. He only got one ring. Like
all those good Clipper teams and all those good Celtics teams, you got one ring.
You got one ring, bro.
But hey, when you have Chris Paul on your team and he's a choke artist and always seems to not show up in the big games, what do you expect?
Wow.
Whoa. Hold on. Let me finish.
Wilding right now.
Lord Jesus. Let me finish my list.
The choker's name is James. Last name Harden, not Chris.
Hold on, let Dre finish.
All right, so Tony
Chris wasn't available.
You know what? I'm about to mute some mics. Okay, Mike muting is coming up. John Thompson is number 2. All right, number 3. Since
you said Doc Rivers is number 2.
Nope, John Thompson is number 2 now because y'all keep talking stuff about doggone Doc Rivers. So
you dismantling the light skin lips?
I'm dismantling him now.
So the torch went from blue flame to orange flames. You just gonna switch it up? It's like you gonna do it on a Monday Night Man. You gonna switch it up because we talking that.
So you losing all integrity and consistency. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just went to mute flame. Mute flame is where it just go complete silence. Okay.
Pretty more time out.
Number three is gonna be Fritz Pollard, since y'all want to talk stuff. Now, y'all even know who Fritz Pollard is?
Come on, Dre. Stop playing.
You know who he is, that y'all wanted to go there? He's the first African-American head coach in the NFL, by the way. Yeah, and Bobby Marshall and Pollard were the first 2 African-Americans in the NFL in 1920, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
It wasn't even the NFL back then, but okay. I got you.
Yeah. You know what it was. AFL, whatever. All right, number 4. And this one is very interesting. He's not even a head coach, but he is a coach, and he should be a head coach. Eric Bieniemy. Remember, you said equal opportunity, Devon. This is what you get. You said equal opportunity. So number 4 is an equal opportunity candidate, and Eric Bieniemy. Number 5. To me, and I know Cheryl Miller is number 5 because I love Cheryl Miller. I'm gonna go with Felicia Jackson right here. UB, baby. UB, who made the tournament and got to the Sweet 16 and presumptuously lost to the champion in South Carolina. Yeah. So now, How about that? Those are my buttons. Oops.
Oops, you just muted him.
And I just said hell no to that too. We gonna bang bang. That one. Good one though. Go ahead. Everybody unmute your mics. This has been a lot of fun, by the way. I just want to put this out there. Y'all got me dying laughing right now. Dying laughing. By the way, this is Monday Night Madness.
He's still playing.
Yes, I hear him.
I just want to know how come every time I get to a good part of my debate, I get muted. That's the only thing I just wanted to know.
Oh, you know what?
I need to start getting my
And there it is again. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know a lot of people thought that this was going to be a full 2-hour show. No, it's not. I just wanted to have a whole bunch of fun today. I didn't care about the time. As long as we have fun and we brung things together, people got brought together. Whole lot of comments in the comment section. Oh yeah, I need to definitely read some of these comments before we go off the air. I want to shout out Ramona Dye too, because again, MVP asks, understood. I will tell you later if you don't understand what I'm saying right now and why I'm saying it. MVP-esque. That's all I'm gonna say. I thank her so very much for what she does with Rise Up Family. Appreciate you greatly. Okay, so here's the comments in the comment section so far that I can see, and they are as follows. They did not mention Art Shell, said Ramona Dye.
I was gonna do it, but it would be a homer pick for me.
You know why? Because you know why we didn't mention our show? Because if we mention our show, then we got to take the whole Doc Rivers conversation out. You just can't.
Lenny Wilkens.
Yeah, if you just counted his first go around with the Raiders, then yeah, but after that, it's kind of trash.
Yeah,
I like the Lenny Wilkens.
The Lenny Wilkens is a good pick. I mean, I personally
about Lenny Wilkens. Yeah, really nice one with the Atlanta Hawks.
I personally would have put Bill Russell in before Lenny, but okay.
So I'm gonna call this review team the Pumpkin Spice Mafia. Oh my God.
Hey, TC, I thought I said something. TC, why can't you make an appearance?
Ooh.
I know you're tired of typing.
Wait. You think TC would have a good chance of having this debate with any of us?
TC debating with us? You think he could do that? No.
Whoa, okay.
There's the answer to that.
Hey Sharon, what's going on? Oh my goodness, Sharon.
We just want to know, can we get a TV appearance from TC? That's all I was asking.
Hey, is there anything going on tonight?
Is that too much to ask for?
Do you know what he said? You know what he said? He said,
No. I don't want to show with just Marcus. I want him to come in here with the dogs.
What was that? Dennis?
I want him to come in here with the dogs. I don't want no TV show with Marcus. Marcus, go easy on him. Come on in here with the dogs. Come meet Mr. Ignorant Thinker, TC.
Ooh, I smell a challenge.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This has been a whole lot of fun, y'all. Pylon to pylon.
What's going on?
How you feeling about what's going on right now?
I can't see you. That's what's going on.
This is your first Monday Night Madness.
I think this is my second one. I think I was on one.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've been on. There's like 9,000 different shows, and I don't know which one's which after.
Oh, and just for the record, he will be on the Alphabet's football talk football show on Friday.
That's cool. That's a great one-on-one segment for him to be on and get his thoughts out. But I love for him to come on Talk Your Ish and come. Stop typing it so much and say something.
I've been on like the last 2 or 3 of those.
No, not you. I'm talking about TC.
I want to commend both you and Ethan for being on this show, this all-black show without blackface. That was quite considerate and authentic of you. I really appreciate that.
I'm saying Gerard's going to be on the. He's going to be on the Alphabet football show on Friday.
Marcus.
Huh?
Unmute, Ethan. Go ahead.
Dre said, "Shut up."
No, I was trying to say it's Jared.
Yo.
Said it's Jared, not Gerard. I was telling Marcus.
Yeah. That's a
Jared. Okay.
Ethan, I give you no credibility. I can't even see your face. You haven't showed your face the whole show. Come on.
Yeah. No. Ethan said he wasn't going to show his face because he was keeping it blacked out in the Black Lives Matter honor. So
Okay.
that was his alternative.
That's a good gesture, Ethan.
I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all are wild.
You and Tom Brady are absolutely class acts, bar none.
Oh, Jesus.
I know you've watched the league, so let's not start talking about class acts.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I know you said you watched it.
I do. I watch it all the time.
All right, so let's do this real quick because we do got a couple more minutes. Actually, we do got a few minutes. I wanna get a Q&A going real quick. All right.
Hey, before you do that, can we do top 5 track and field?
No, we're doing UFC before.
Oh no! Play your own music right now. Play your music. Play it. All right. Now, Q&A segment. I will save that, Marcus. Come on, we trying to save stuff now. Q&A segment. I'll go around the table. You can ask a question. We'll give everybody about a minute and a half. We're gonna see how quick y'all can get y'all comments out and move around the whole entire panel. All right. Starting with Devon Sanfield. Ask one sports question. Let's go.
So is it like trivia, basically?
Nope. It could be a trivia question, but
okay. It's just any kind of question you want. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead, Devon.
Out of all of the top tier elite athletes in sports,
I can't hear you.
Out of all of the top tier elite athletes in sports, if you had to remove Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant, Serena Williams, and Tiger Woods, who are your top 5 after that?
Woo!
Woo!
Wow, that's crazy.
That is a hell of a good question.
Just any sports players, period. We're not still on
any
the
sports
black
players,
athletes.
any black sports players, period. Top 5 athletes. Keep in mind, I really want to take 2 more people off that list. I'm not trying to constrict. No, I'm gonna take them off. Take off Barry Sanders and Deion Sanders.
God damn, man.
So no Barry Sanders, no Deion Sanders, no LeBron.
I'm gonna try to do this.
All right, I got one.
I got you.
Hold on.
We got 5. Let's go.
Oh, and you are not allowed to list Bo Jackson.
God damn, man.
You bum. I know you. I know the alphabet. I know you. No, you cannot list those dudes.
Bo Jackson.
I didn't say you, Dre. I said the alphabet and the bum in the corner.
What the fuck is the bum in the corner?
And on top of that,
360 chew.
And on top of that, we're gonna let 362 go first too.
I ain't going first. I ain't got my phone.
No, come on.
You go first. You the fire starter. Then the alpha. No, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Alpha. I mean,
The fire starter, the alpha.
Go ahead.
Should always go first. He got 400 alpha shirts. Gonna say, I need a new one.
So who's up?
All right, so y'all ready? Here we go. You didn't say I could pick Venus, so I'm taking Venus.
Okay.
All right. I'm also taking Jackie Robinson, by the way. You said,
okay.
You said athletes. I'm taking Jackie.
Okay.
All right. You said Michael and Kobe can't be on the list, right?
Right.
All right. So Michael and Kobe can't be on the list, but can Magic be on the list?
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking Magic. And then I'm also, so that's 3. Number 4 on my list. And I'm moving sparingly. I'm going to move very sparingly to leave some because I'm gonna pick all the ones that they want to pick. Number 4 is going to be Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Yup, because you didn't say nothing about Jerry. And then number 5. Let's see. Let's get real intricate. Number 5. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just go with another baseball player. Why not? and I'm gonna take Hank Aaron.
All right. Not my particular list, but I'll roll with you
I'm
on
ready.
that. Go
I'm
ahead,
ready.
Alpha. Go ahead, Alphabets.
I'm gonna go Jackie Robinson. I'm gonna go Muhammad Ali.
Ooh, I
I'm
was
gonna go
waiting. I was waiting on. I
Arthur
was waiting on that one. Yeah.
Good one.
Arthur. I'm gonna go Arthur Ashe.
Another good one. I'm starting to tip my hat to you, Alpha.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, that's 3 right there, right? I'm gonna go. Just iconic, where people just. I'm gonna say, and I know a lot of people aren't gonna like it. I'm gonna say Mike Tyson. In the '90s, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. And I'm gonna say the last one. I'm gonna say.
Jeopardy music.
I'm gonna say the Jamaican track star. What was his name?
Damn, you stole it. Usain Bolt.
I thought you were gonna take him off the list of mine. I thought you were gonna take him off the list.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt. That's on number 5.
I probably should have taken him off the list. That's I didn't have time to put this together.
Yeah, he was on my list.
Y'all like that list?
It was pretty good.
All right, I'll go next.
Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Arthur Ashe,
Mike Tyson, and Usain Bolt.
Mike Tyson and Usain Bolt.
Okay, all right.
And I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more.
No.
Because one of us might have.
Mute his mic.
No.
You ain't allowed to put nobody else.
Hell no. No.
Come
on, Jared.
All right. So no order. Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
Usain Bolt. John Bones Jones.
Yep. Yo, he's taking my list.
People sleep. I don't know why people forgot about John Bones Jones, but greatest MMA fighter of all time. So Bones Jones, Usain Bolt, Ken Griffey Jr. This is going to be a real shocker. Charles Woodson.
Oh yeah, well, you could have lost me with that one.
Then I had one more. It was it was between Tyson and Ali. It's hard to pick. I didn't see personally a lot of Muhammad Ali's fighting, but his name and everything speaks for itself. I don't know, but I'm going to go Tyson because I've seen a lot more of Tyson than Muhammad Ali.
That's cool.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Next. Who's next?
I'll go next. I'm going King Griffey too. Definitely was going King Griffey. I'm definitely going Allen Iverson.
Jesus Christ.
Floyd Mayweather, Russell Wilson.
Floyd Mayweather.
Next one I was going after that was what was my fault?
This is still Andre is smoking crack.
My fourth one after that. All time athletes.
You said you were ready.
They iconic because it's like.
Come on, man. Come on, Dad.
Right, come on, man.
I'm gonna have to because I ain't gonna steal nobody else stuff, but I'm gonna have to go with Usain Bolt. I'm gonna have to be real. I'm gonna have to go with Usain Bolt, and then the last one I'll go Jerry Rice.
Keep in mind, they don't have to be great at their sport. They just got to be a great athlete. Just remember that. But go ahead.
All right, Donovan.
All right, I'm gonna go with Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Jesse Owens. Got me when you said Venus, but I'm gonna still put her on there, and I'm gonna put pretty much the matriarch of women in the Olympics. I'd have to put Wilma Rudolph in there.
Okay, all right.
Look at that. He had time to spare too.
Bill's Mafia.
Yep, I got some of these have already been named, but I got Venus, I got Usain Bolt, I got Muhammad Ali, I've got Jerry Rice, and here's a surprise one that nobody said yet: Simone Biles.
Oh, good one.
Okay.
Good one.
All right. So you took her.
Good one.
Okay. All right.
Ethan, tip my hat off to you for that one.
Switching my list. Switching
All right.
names.
Ricky Williams, what up?
Switching names as we speak.
Ricky, can you name 5, please?
He didn't hear the parameters. He give it John. Give him the parameters again, Devon.
Top 5 black.
No Sanders. No Sanders. No LeBron. Michael Jordan.
No Bo Jackson.
Well, when did you add that one? I didn't hear that one. Must have been
that was the last. That was the last ad.
He added that after the fact, but he added it.
Yep.
All right, fine. I'm gonna go with a guy in my own state, Kirby Puckett.
Okay. All right.
Hang on, it's getting loud here. Sorry, guys. I'm outside.
I wouldn't.
Reggie White, maybe.
Oh, good one. Good one. Very good one.
We're gonna go with a sport that nobody's mentioned yet. How about Chunky Dog?
Is that WWE?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it's not a sport.
Yes,
Y'all laugh, but
it's a soap
opera. You're not competing for anything. The winner's already decided.
Let him finish let him go his list.
Okay. Keep going.
Junior and senior Griffey. And
Okay.
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Like it, but hold on a second. I'm glad Pylon then said something that then got the fire started.
No, hold on. Let me get my list first, Dre.
Yeah, his is probably a lot similar to mine.
Go ahead, Dubai.
So I just want to know. I just want to let y'all know that first of all, before I read this new list, because I changed it only because my list was damn near circumvented by half. I want to let y'all know that on my original list, John Bones Jones and Simone Biles was on that list. Okay.
That's what's up.
All right. So now that I've switched the list, here it is. Muhammad Ali, Ken Griffey Jr., which those were never going to change. Okay. Walter Payton,
Good one.
Wilt Chamberlain, the 3-sport All-American,
3-sport Hall of Famer.
and last but not least, my girl Maya Moore.
Oh, see. Now, if you was going
That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
That's a good one. But you ain't thinking Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper.
I was gonna put. So I already named Cheryl Miller earlier, and I would have put Cheryl Swoops if Maya and them didn't ice her ass to end her career.
You eat in front of the camera, right? Do you say that after the ice?
That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what because she ate up for lunch.
That's what you did. You take a bite right after that.
She said, go home.
Like how you do that right on the OnPoint network.
She said, yo, because Maya's such a nice girl. She said, respectfully, go home and spend the rest of your days with your wife, madam. That's what she said.
Yeah, Simone is fire. All right, so real quick, I'm glad that you brought this up. In about 2 minutes, I can't believe you. First and foremost, I just want to say I have to do this in the name of my son Jeremiah Robinson, who is a phenomenal athlete, young athlete in itself. Someone who definitely wants to wrestle. Already invited to 2 wrestling schools already up here in terms of age. So wrestlers aren't athletes.
Wrestlers can be athletes, but wrestling itself is not a sport.
No. Don't move the goalpost. Don't say. I said, are they?
They can be. Brock Lesnar was an athlete. He played other sports too.
Don't do that.
You can be extremely athletic absolutely.
Okay.
You kind of have to be, but
right,
I just wouldn't put them in because it's not a sport to me.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I could have swore that the context of the conversation was
just be a good athlete. It doesn't say that you have to be a GOAT at your sport. It just says you're a great athlete.
So wrestlers to me are athletes. Number one, first of all, they travel even more than NFL football players do. If we want to be real, they travel more than NFL football players. They're asked almost, if not even more, from themselves than hockey players are, actually, if we want to be honest, because I'm one who knows about hockey in States. I've coached baseball and I've coached basketball. So I would honestly, to be very real, I would say that wrestling when it comes down to athleticism and being asked of yourself to do certain things in an athletic manner, I would say wrestling is probably it's probably after basketball, football, soccer, MMA, which obviously
that's number one.
Right, because of the violence, and
I'm not speaking on wrestling as a whole, like actual legit like collegiate wrestling. That wrestling, absolutely, that is a sport.
Yeah, but you got to remember like WWE too, though. You got to remember that some of that wrestling stuff is in WWE. The only difference is that it's scripted. If wrestling wasn't scripted, would we have a problem with wrestling?
I would call it a sport because you wouldn't know who the winner is and you're actually competing to win. That's my biggest problem with it.
Well, calling it a
sport. Hey, hold on. Let me stop you right there because I got a legit question for you because you brought up a relevant point, and I like your point, but it's flawed. And let me tell you why. If wrestling is not a sport to you, then what is it when the mob is dictating wins and losses in games like basketball, boxing, and other sports?
Like the legit mob?
Legit mob.
Like the legit mob, or what we call the modern day mob, which is Vegas.
That's true, but I will say that makes sense, but I understand that it's affecting the outcome, but
affecting the outcome?
No, I know. I'm saying, but I still don't see how that correlates with like WWE itself. And
wouldn't you, if it's dictating the outcome, because it's not affecting, it's dictating. If it's dictating the outcome, wouldn't you call it scripted?
Yeah, but is that really the case in all sports?
I'm not saying that that's the case in every instance. All I'm saying is, in the event that we're talking about dictation via external parties and or scripting.
Yep.
This entity has been going on in multiple facets for almost the beginning of time as it pertains to sports, period. So if you're gonna eliminate one, then I think you should look at the larger landscape and possibly consider eliminating them all, especially as it pertains to certain eras surrounding around, like specifically basketball and boxing,
where it was just all fixed pretty much.
Exactly.
That last part you said is exactly what I was going to say. I think the difference would be WWE and all that have been scripted since day one. They're scripted within. That's a little different than temporary periods of time a certain sport being affected by it. You know what I'm saying? WWE it's scripted within, and it has been since day one. I feel. Well, actually, no. I feel like back in the day they used to legitimately do it, right? Like
back in the day, there was more legitimacy as far as wrestlers creating their own narrative and own.
Yeah. But now it's scripted straight through the company, and that's the only difference I would say. Because I do get what you're saying, but I think it's just a difference of a temporary time period and like certain things happening, and it being the thing and how it's run and done within the company.
Okay,
it is scripted, but I was just saying, it is scripted, yes, but that doesn't take away from their athletic abilities in the ring.
No, definitely not. There's some tremendous athletes, but it's hard for me to, unless there's somebody like Brock Lesnar who did other sports and did other athletics at a professional level.
Hey, make no mistake about it. The majority of wrestlers on the landscape have done other things as
Thank you. I was just about
that. Absolutely. You got the 4 horsewomen who are all together in UFC. Well, not in the UFC.
Dwayne The Rock.
The Rock.
And I'm only naming guys that were elite at what they did. I mean, you're talking about Ken Shamrock.
Goldberg played in the NFL.
Talking about Goldberg. I mean, you're talking about Brock Lesnar, who was going back and forth between there and UFC.
Roman Reigns played in the NFL.
But it was also the specific person he mentioned too, Junkyard Dog. I don't know a lot about him, but I don't know if he played any other sports or if he was just a WWE. That's why. That's more so. It was more of an assumption that he didn't play any other sports.
Unmute your mic, Alpha.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, and he did legit wrestling. He was a legit wrestler too. He wasn't just.
Absolutely. Yeah. So was Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. I mean, a lot of them were. A lot of them were. Absolutely. But there was also a lot of them who didn't do it past the collegiate level. So I don't know.
True too.
it's a lot of perspective. It's just my opinion, really.
That's
No,
cool.
no,
I'm not
I was
saying
just
that
giving
you
you.
want them.
I was just giving you an opportunity to think about what was actually being said there, because when you say that in the manner that you say it, you open up a can.
Oh, absolutely, because I wasn't that specific. I didn't get into that whole about, you know, if they play other sports and stuff, or if they're just straight up WWE wrestlers, or that's it.
And just for the FYI, just for the SHITs and giggles, Sylvester Ritter, aka Junkyard Dog, was a professional wrestler and college football player. Just to make
So he would fall in.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad that you opened up that can of worms, because
I've said it on a few of the other shows as well. Yeah,
right,
I
got
always
one
like
question
having
for you, buddy. I got one question for you. Have you ever been hit with a steel chair?
I mean,
It doesn't feel too good.
Are we?
First of all, there are no steel chairs. They're all aluminum.
Nothing. Most of what is used in like
Okay,
stuff is
hold
not
on.
what it said that it is.
Hold on. Even if it's a hard plastic or whatever it is, that still's got to hurt like hell.
I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm just saying that there is a stark difference.
Working in an office,
steel chair and an aluminum or sheet metal chair.
And then you look at a guy like Jeff Jarrett who's slamming guitars,
or Mick Foley going off the Hell in a Cell.
That is not a real guitar, bro.
You know when wrestling and Dre, you know when wrestling became borderline real for me, when Sting made a mistake and came down with that ring bell and made a mistake and hit Ricky the Steamboat in the head and bust his joint open, and Ricky did not miss a beat, and that was a clear mistake. He was not supposed to hit him with the nut Reto ratchet on that bell. That was a mistake, and he did not miss a beat. He kept that match going, and I was like, yo, and his blood was gushing and did not wrestle again for a month. Had a straight concussion, got straight jacked up. Not to say that makes it a sport, but that makes it borderline real, because anything can happen in that ring, regardless as to whether it's scripted or not. You can always make a mistake, as evident by Owen Hart dying while out there.
And on top of that, don't forget that Eddie Guerrero had his heart attack right in the ring, by the way. And
right in the ring.
Not forget that a lot of the wrestlers wrestle through those injuries as well. They have those injuries and wrestle through it. So,
it's bad when a slip disc or a fractured vertebrae is commonplace in the place that you work.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, I don't take nothing away from pro wrestling in that aspect. It's a great program. I like what they do. They've had a good system forever. It's hard for me to put WWE as a sport. Let me
ask you this: do you consider stuntmen sportsmen?
They could be athletes, I think. Yeah, it depends. Like sportsmen, that's an interesting word to use.
Well, I say that because today's stuntmen were originally yesterday's daredevils, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and daredeviling was considered a sport, was it not?
I'm not sure.
Absolutely,
competing to see who could do the most dangerous shit. Excuse my language. That was a sport, was it not?
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. They were competing, and there was a winner, and all that, right?
So think about how things are scripted, winner or loser. Think about how things are scripted in WWE, or any wrestling platform, but they're always trying to do the most dangerous stuff.
Oh yeah,
just for the fans.
All right, I just want to let y'all know that we are out of time. We are out of time, folks. I want to thank everybody. By the way, I'm about to go watch. I'm about to watch the Vault coming up next. And
there is a show.
WWE at the same time. So tune into that. Make sure you continue to support the Rise Up Family Sports Network and all of its platform shows. We got phenomenal shows left and right on each side, the sports side and community side. I want to thank Marcus Betts, Devon Stanfield, Donovan Samuels, my man, Pylon to Pylon, Jared. I want to thank him, Ricky Wilms, Ethan Tweedle. I want to thank everybody who was on the platform tonight for Monday Night Madness. You guys made this a great, phenomenal show. And everybody who tuned in, make sure you continue to like and share the show afterwards. All right? Let's continue to push unity and community, all right, in all of our platforms. With that being said,
I'd like to make a shout out to all HBCUs out there too.
Absolutely, by the way. And All Black Everything will be a segment on Monday Night Madness from now on. Believe me. It will be a part of the show. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, real big shout out to the HBCUs, especially the ones in college divisions that actually matter.
I'm leaving on that note.